Welcome to the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast. You are now part of a small underground movement of dent technicians from all over the world. We are on a mission to change our industry with innovation, intelligence, and skill. But because we don't rely on an insurance company to steer customers our way, we need to do things different. We need to do things smarter. We do that through a network of technicians that we call the Tactical Tech Movement. Now let's get this revolution started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast, coming to you guys today with a Marketing Monday. I might mix it up. Some days it'll be a Motivational Monday, other days it'll be a Marketing Monday. But today I want to definitely talk about a marketing message. And what I want to talk about, and I know that this is something, I know some of you guys may have heard of this, you understand exactly what it is, but I will tell you a majority of individuals out there do not understand exactly what this is, especially in trades, in actual trades. And what that is a CRM system, okay? Let me explain to you what CRM means. That is Client Relationship Management. I would bet that inside of the paintless dent removal world, from everything that I have seen, even some of the biggest companies do not have a client relationship management system in place. And it's one of the things that made me very, very successful with repeat business. It's one of the things that anybody who actually begins to implement this system inside of their business, not only do they become much more successful in the long term. This is a long-term game. You know, typically you're not going to start seeing results for 3 months, 4 months, and then next thing you know, a year comes along and you've been managing the relationships of the clients that you already do business with at a point to where you've built relationships, you've maintained relationships. I'm here to tell you guys, within 30 days, if you are not in contact at least once with previous clients, you are losing 40% of them. That's the rule in marketing. It's not my rule. It's not something that I came up with. That is the general rule in marketing. And that's why CRM systems are huge. A lot of you guys who are paying for Google ads, some of you guys are paying for Facebook, some of you guys are just investing your hard-earned time into getting a steady flow of leads, right? If you are not putting these leads in a place where you can incubate them, where you can take care of them, and where you could actually reignite them to do business with them over and over and over again, you're making a massive, massive mistake in business. Not to mention, when you set up a CRM system correctly, it honestly does the work for you. Meaning that, a CRM system, literally, when a client can do everything from booking clients into your calendar to automated emails, meaning that it'll email them not only booking confirmations, but also put them in general email campaigns. A proper CRM system is going to gather that client information and store it in a place where you can communicate with the clients. Good CRM systems are going to have SMS systems, which means they'll do text message marketing. Other good CRM systems will also have a database that may store things such as Facebook ads, pre-written emails, photos, marketing material, things to that nature, my friends. And some of you guys know that I've been working on this system for a long time. Well, I'm here to tell you that we've got multiple ones out there in the market currently being tested. And these are people that bought into it early on and folks that really wanted this. They knew the power of this. And we are continuously doing testing, changing, editing, making it stronger. So overall, we're going to have, in a sense, like a business in a box that is a complete CRM system that not only that you can book clients, not only can you communicate and build relationships with your clients, but it's also going to do email sequence campaigns. It's going to follow up after you do repair work with the client and ask for reviews. That is a super important part of a marketing system. Guys, I got a gentleman who literally went on a business on his own a year ago and already has 300 reviews, 300 plus 5-star Google reviews because he just implemented the shit that I told him to do. And now he doesn't even have to worry about leads. It's incredible what happens when you put in the work. Now, what I like about a CRM system, some of you guys know in business, I'm big on front loading things, right? So I want to front load something so that way it can do the work for me. I don't want to be on a treadmill, okay, where every single day I've got to do some sort of little, let's just say $10 an hour type task. I want to literally set something up and then forget it because I want it to do the work for me. That's the lens that I look at everything. Like when I look at everything in business, I look at it this way. I look at it, number one, is this going to be a treadmill business? And this even goes towards other businesses that I invest in, things like that. I'm looking, and my own personal business, is this going to be a treadmill? Does this mean that I got to be running on it every single day? How can I set this business up so I can step off of that treadmill and front load it, making it to where you get a steady flow of what it is that you need, the lifeblood of a business, the lifeblood of leads. You get a steady flow of this traffic all of the time. And the answer to that is, especially for you guys who already have an established business, and certainly for you guys who are just building your business, but the answer to that is client relationship management. You want to build long-term relationships with all of your clients. Some of you guys might not know this, but the difference between a client and a customer is a one-time transaction. A client is a relationship. And by definition, somebody who is a client of yours is under your protection, okay? They are under your protection, meaning you are protecting them from being harmed by potential danger out there in the marketplace. Trust me, my friends, you want clients. You don't want customers. See, customers, that's a one-time transaction. That's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's not something that you can build a long-term business on. You want clients. You want people that are going to continuously not only use your services, but you're going to be able to put a system together that can blow them away to the point to where they are going to talk about you to all of their friends. You know, I know there's a lot of marketers out there that'll tell you that, oh, you know, paid ads this, paid ads that. And trust me, I sell paid ads. And yeah, paid ads are good. But if you don't couple them with this long-term strategy, you're fucking crazy. Like I always tell people, you eventually want to wing yourself off of paid ads. You want to become so organically rich in your community as having great relationships with your clients that you do not have to worry about paying for anything. That is always the goal. Sometimes you do got to go pay for your clients to begin with, but that makes the next transaction that much more important. That's why you've got to build the relationship. I mean, it's well known that Google Ads, which we run them for, God, man, I can't even tell you how many clients in the paintless dent removal industry alone that I run Google Ads for. But it's well known that that's probably one of the best lead sources inside of our industry, especially when you got a team doing it right. I've seen it done wrong, and it's like I've seen guys try to do it on their own, and I've also seen it done wrong, and it's like flushing money down the toilet. But when you got a clear-cut, clean system, it is fucking incredible. But the goal is you're going to pay for that client to begin with. So let's say you got an acquisition cost of like $30, and that client's average value is $200. Well, the next time you do business with that client, you want to build that relationship so it doesn't cost you $30. Okay? And not to mention, if you do your job right, you go above and beyond, and there's ways that that you can do that, and you can tweak the client experience, especially when you're working with a CRM. There's ways that you can tweak the client experience to where that $30 lead, because they refer 2 or 3 of their friends, turns into a $10 lead. And so on, and so on, and so on, my friends. So I'm telling you guys, one of the most important things that you can structure in your business from day one is a CRM system, is client relationship management. You guys understand this? Let me tell you how important this is, okay? Data is the new fucking oil, okay? Like literally, data is now worth more than oil. Some of you guys who are not familiar with this, Facebook has massive amounts of data on everybody. Not only is data, but it's also the actual users, the amount of users inside of that data. And I'm going to give you guys an example of that. Facebook bought Instagram for, I want to say it was like $1 billion, right? So Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion. And they could have easily created that same type of software. But the reason why they bought it from Instagram is because at the time, Instagram already had 1 million users. It wasn't the platform. It wasn't the photo sharing platform that Facebook was buying. It was they were buying the millions of users that were on Instagram. Okay? Same thing goes for your business. If you are collecting your clients' data, you are keeping in contact with them, you are emailing them, you are creating something of value. You see, some of you guys one day, I mean, it's been said inside of the paintless dent removal industry that it's very hard to sell your business. And what some of you guys don't realize, that's because y'all haven't built an actual client database. Because you can sell something when you've got a bunch of calls and a bunch of client information, and you can click a button, send one email, and make $10,000. You can sell that. You can articulate that to an individual to buy into something like that. Second part of that is that when you create client management in the long term, you go to hire employees. Everybody complains in the paintless dent removal industry, well, this guy's just going to leave me. This guy's going to leave me. Okay, well, they can't take your client data from you. So that client data that you have is the power to retain your employees, because that's what's going to feed them work. And that's what makes you valuable as a business owner. I think a lot of employees leave paintless dent removal companies because a lot of them are not being ran appropriately. And the employee looks at the business and says, well, I mean, if this dipshit can do it, I certainly can. Because the work hasn't been put in to build that business the way that it should be. I'm just being fucking raw and honest with you guys. I'm just being absolute raw and honest. Like, somebody's got to be the truth teller, and I might as well be the guy. And I understand sometimes the truth teller gets drugged to the cross, but you know what? I guess that's something that I'm willing to bear in this situation, because I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of people that own PDR companies aren't actually running a business. They're working a job. And the very first step of running a business is creating a lead generation machine. A lead generation machine is built off of, number one, starts usually with paid ads or a lot of work on your behalf. Number two, it ends up in the client relationship management system. And then you work on building long-term clients to fuel your business for a lifetime. That's how it's done, my friends. I've literally dropped the keys to the kingdom right here. That is where you want to start in this business. If you've been doing this for a long time, this is something that you want to jump in on as soon as possible, because in the future, it's going to be more expensive to advertise. In the future, Facebook's going to be limiting our exposure more and more and more. It's going to be a more pay-to-play system. So right now is the time. Every single client that you do business with, you should be capturing their data and staying in contact with them at least once a month. So, my friends, that's it for today's Marketing Monday. I'll try to keep these short, but this one went a little bit longer. But, I'm glad I was able to drop this message for you guys today. Hopefully, some of y'all take this and utilize it and use it. So, anyhow, guys, I appreciate you for coming along on this tactical Dent Tech podcast Marketing motherfucking Monday. We'll see you on the next one.